I am reviewing and ranking every Golden Ticket Award winner for Best New Ride and Best New Attraction Installation, and seeing if they deserve the win or not. Starting off in 2005, the first Golden Ticket Award for Best New Ride was given to Hades at Mount Olympus, the first roller coaster ever designed by the Gravity Group. Especially for its time, this ride was insane for its fast hills, high bank turns, and especially the underground section with fast hills and high bank turns in the dark. Did this ride deserve the win? I'd say yes, even with it competing against King Ka, the tallest and fastest roller coaster at the time. Hades proved to be a massive first step for a brand new roller coaster company that had a bright future ahead of them. And with that, Hades starts off the ranking of all winners in the top position. Next is 2006, and the award went to The Voyage at Holiday World, another roller coaster made by the Gravity Group after their first coaster Hades won the first of these Best New Ride awards. This is a long wooden coaster filled with big drops, multiple tunnels, tight turns, and airtime for days. Did it deserve to win against rides like El Toro, Expedition Everest, and the somehow not nominated Ajanica? I'd say yes, it did. Voyage was, and still is, a masterpiece among wooden coasters. It was the #1 wooden coaster for 5 years straight and has never left the top 5 in that category. So for that, the Voyage will take the top spot from Hades as we rank all of the winners. 2007 saw the first steel coaster to win the award with Maverick at Cedar Point, a coaster packed with a beyond vertical drop, snappy turns, powerful airtime hills, and more elements carried by multiple launches to keep the ride awesome at a smaller size. And I can confidently say that Maverick deserved its win. Sure, there were other great rides that year, but Maverick was special. It was Cedar Point's showcase that big coaster installations can sometimes be small. No record-breaking heights and speeds needed, and in comparison to the previous two winners, it lands right in the middle. It's not as incredible as the Voyage, but it exceeds the quality of Hades. The Gravity Group won it again in 2008 with Ravine Flyer 2 at Waldameer, proving that the company could win big with a smaller attraction. Yes, even though it's not as big as the Voyage or Hades, it still had Gravity Group's signature essentials. But did it deserve to win that year? Well, that's a pretty tough call, as the next best rides were Boardwalk Bullet at Kemah Boardwalk and Behemoth at Canada's Wonderland. But even with those around, I still think Ravine Flyer 2 deserved the win. It absolutely cranks through its layout, and it has been getting a consistent top 10 spot for the Golden Ticket's top wooden coasters. For that, Ravine Flyer 2 is going to be placed in our number 3 position in front of Hades, but behind Maverick. In 2009, the award was given to Prowler at Worlds of Fun. This got Great Coasters International their first win in this category for its fast-paced twists, turns, and bunny hops. Did it deserve that win though? Honestly, it was very tough to choose between this, the airtime-filled Diamondback at Kings Island, and the thematic flying coaster Manta at SeaWorld Orlando. Call it a three-way tie, if you will, between these three coasters that boosted their respective park to new heights. For Prowler, I am going to place it at the bottom of the pack for the winners I've covered so far, but not by much, as this GCI Woody provided high quality in the long run. In 2010, this category took a whole new direction when the first non-coaster attraction won, and that was Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey at Universal's Islands of Adventure, a dark ride that had innovative technology and immersive storytelling. The win for this ride was arguable, as the uber-intense Intimidator 305 at King's Dominion also opened that year, but with this incredible Harry Potter ride that went along with a very thematic Harry Potter area, it absolutely deserved the win. So, within the ranking of the other award winners so far, it takes the number 2 position, being better than Maverick but not quite reaching the top level excellence of the Voyage. 2011 was a game-changing year for roller coasters, as Rocky Mountain Construction came onto the scene with their award-winning new Texas Giant, an improved steel version of the old Texas Giant wooden coaster that features strong turns, plentiful amounts of airtime, and welcoming smoothness. For once, we have a ride that 100% deserved the win. It showed that new innovations were on the rise in the roller coaster world, and that many dreaded wooden coasters could receive a new, much more pleasant life down the line. In terms of ranking among the other winners so far, I am going to place it at number 4, being ahead of Ravine Flyer 2, but behind Maverick. We're now at 2012, and we might have just found the least deserving winner for this category yet. Wild Eagle at Dollywood. Sure, it was awesome to have a big looping winged coaster on top of a hill, but even back then, the competition smoked this ride. There was Leviathan, Balaguer and Mabillard's first attempt at a Giga Coaster, for Bolton, an intense family coaster with a lot of surprising elements, and what I think should have won that year, Radiator Springs Racers at Disney California Adventure, a world-class dark ride filled with a ton of ambition and top-of-the-line effects. Sorry to say, but even compared to the other winners here, Wild Eagle won't rank at the bottom. Rocky Mountain Construction returned to the podium position in 2013 with the Outlaw Run at Silver Dollar City. This was the first ground-up wooden coaster in over a decade to go upside down, and not only did it have 3 inversions, but it once had the steepest wooden coaster drop at 81 degrees as well as multiple unique moments of airtime. For all it did to the wide world of wooden coasters, Outlaw Run deserved its win, even when other rides like Iron Rattler at Six Flags Fiesta Texas were involved as well. In the ranking with the other winners, we're placing it in 4th place, behind Maverick, but in front of New Texas Giant. Wanna know what won in 2014? Flying Turns at Knoebels, a wooden bobsled coaster. From personal experience, this ride was a whole lot of fun with its bobsled swings, and I understand why they chose this as the winner after it had been delayed for over 6 years. But did it really deserve the win? Because in that year's running, we also had the large invert Banshee, the amazing prototype coaster Lightning Run, and the incredibly thematic Escape from Gringotts. But my pick for the most deserved winner wasn't even nominated. Helix at Liseberg, a roller coaster packed to the brim with a bit of everything while situated on a large hillside. Although it didn't really deserve its win, Flying Turns is still a super fun coaster, and will kick off the top 10 against the other winners at the number 9 position. In 2015, Carowinds graced the roller coaster world with the award-winning Fury 325. At the time, this was the roller coaster to top all roller coasters. Each element on the ride was masterfully crafted to make a high-speed attraction filled with bone-numbing forces, snappy turns, and a shocking amount of airtime. Even with rides like Wicked Cyclone and Twisted Colossus in the mix, I can confidently say that Fury deserved the win in 2015. I mean, of course it did, as the ceremony still ranks it at the number 1 position in terms of the top steel coasters. In the ranks of the other winners, I'm gonna place it in 3rd, behind Forbidden Journey and ahead of Maverick. The winner of 2016 was, oddly, Lightning Rod at Dollywood. Although this ride had a fantastic layout with high speeds, unique twists, and airtime for days, it was a maintenance nightmare. And since it was closed more than it was open in its first year, I don't think it deserved that win. Instead, we're going to a new ride at a brand new park, Shanghai Disneyland's version of Pirates of the Caribbean, an attraction which took the already incredible design of dark rides even further, so much so that it was deemed the world's best dark ride for multiple years. Does this mean Lightning Rod is a bad ride? Absolutely not, as it ranks at the number 6 spot in terms of the winners we've reviewed so far. The 2017 award was given to the GCI wooden coaster Mystic Timbers. This fast-paced, twisted, airtime-filled wooden coaster gave Kings Island their first win in this category after having 2 big nominations in 2009 and 2014. And I personally think it isn't deserved. Sure, Mystic Timbers is an awesome wooden coaster, but Flight of Passage at Disney's Animal Kingdom is a top-of-the-line dark ride experience. Although it's a motion simulator, the effects and ride technology immerse you so well into the world of Avatar that it's almost overwhelming. Does this mean Mystic Timbers is a bad ride? Not in the slightest, as it has a healthy top 10 spot above Ravine Flyer 2, but below New Texas Giant. 2018 was the last year of the Best New Ride category, and it went out with a bang with Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. For many, including myself, this is peak Rocky Mountain Construction. With so many huge elements, great inversions, and record-smashing airtime, Vengeance absolutely deserved its win in 2018. Sure, there were other fantastic rides that year, like Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City, but they weren't Steel Vengeance. For that, it is going to crack the top 3 of all winners so far at the number 2 position, only being behind The Voyage. Along with a bunch of subcategories, 2019 saw the Best New Ride category change to Best New Attraction Installation, with Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure at Islands of Adventure claiming the crown and deserving the win. This ride has so many thematic elements and so many different ride styles packed into a very extensive ride time. It's definitely one of the best wins given to a roller coaster, and compared to the winners so far, it's getting the number 3 position behind Steel Vengeance, but ahead of the other Harry Potter ride that won in 2010. Because of worldwide difficulties, we're now in 2021, where rides from not just 2021, but also 2020 are in the running. And the winner between both years was Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, an insanely complex, immersive, and ambitious dark ride. Keeping in mind that it won between 2 separate years, did Disney deserve its first ever win with this? Because it was also in the running with Mother Frickin' Velocicoaster at Islands of Adventure. These are 2 of the best theme park attractions ever built, but Rise of the Resistance just barely tops the competition. Speaking of topping the competition, Rise of the Resistance takes the crown from The Voyage when comparing all of the winners so far. 2022 saw Disney win again with Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot. At $500 million, this was the most expensive roller coaster ever built, and that's all because of a highly technological ride system combined with an endless amount of theming. Although I personally prefer a certain hyper-hybrid coaster at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, I say that Cosmic Rewind was a better overall winner. It truly combines thrills and theming into one, and for that, it's getting a top 5 position in front of Forbidden Journey, but behind Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. 2023 gave Rocky Mountain Construction their 5th win in this category with Airy Force 1 at Fun Spot Atlanta. This coaster took RMC's variety of insane elements and combined them into a 154-foot hybrid masterpiece. But I didn't think it deserved the win. Let me introduce you all to the somehow not nominated Gotham City Escape at Park Warner Madrid. Although Airy Force 1 had everything for an RMC coaster, Gotham City Escape had everything for a roller coaster, period. I didn't really need to knock on Airy Force 1, as compared to the other winners, it has a healthy top 10 spot at number 8. From 2005 to 2023, I have reviewed all of the Golden Ticket Award winners in both of these categories, and it's now time to reveal the ranking in order. So here we go. Starting from the bottom, we have Wild Eagle, Flying Turns, Prowler, Hades, Ravine Flyer 2, Mystic Timbers, New Texas Giant, Lightning Rod, Outlaw Run, Maverick, Airy Force 1, Fury 325, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, Steel Vengeance, The Voyage, and finally, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Well, that's all of them for now. I'll see you all in 2024 when the next winner is announced.